Welcome to a very special episode. I am here with Joe Delbogno, CAJUN'S Aviation Dream. We'll be right back. Well, hello. Special aviation podcast today. We are supporting CAJUN'S Aviation Dream and also a collaboration with Podcasthon. So Podcasthon is a great podcast mission. So starting on the 15th, which is a couple days ago, until the 21st, if you are a podcaster, let's support a local nonprofit. So today I have CAJUN'S Aviation Dream. Let's go into story. I'm going to share this into a couple groups, and then I'll be right back. Go ahead.
Okay. So Cindy, again, CAJUN'S Aviation Dream was established to carry on my son's legacy. He was the Thunderbird pilot in 2018. 2018 that passed away during a training exercise. Anyway, we typically help stellar young Americans chase their own dreams to fly and pursue their passion for aviation. And every year we sponsor kids from ages 8 to 24 with discovery flights, and we also do flights of instruction. And so these kids must go to our website, CAJUN'Saviationdream.org, and apply. And once they get there, they can peruse the website and find out more about us, find out who CAJUN was. And part of the application process says that they have to write us a little letter, just kind of, why are you looking for help and what is your passion? And I suggest that they really do look at Stephen's P's. So again, when you look at find your passion, it gives you purpose. Be personable, humble, credible, approachable, right? And be persistent in your dream, in your pursuit of your dream. So I suggest that they really look at that and add that to their letter, because that's some of the keys that we look for when we go through the applications and start selecting people that we are looking to make the award to. And we're going through that process right now. We had over 30 applications this year.
Oh,
and
amazing.
So we try to give everybody that applies for a discovery flight, we try to give them an opportunity for discovery. And we'll talk a little bit more about that in a minute, because we're also going to do his fundraiser this year. So we'll get into that. So again, getting into the website, getting to understand a little bit more about CAJUN and what we are and what we represent. We are a 501(c), so we are registered, and it is a nonprofit. So the donations do go out to these people, and we have a very low overhead. Nobody gets paid here. It's just all about the kids. So whatever we bring in goes directly to the kids. We also have every year 2 seats at Oshkosh. So that's one of the largest air shows. And they have a camp that they have there. So again, it's Explore Aviation Camp. It used to be their Advanced Aviation Camp, but now they call it Explore Aviation. So we have 2 seats there for 16 to 18-year-olds. Again, the application is online, and you need to go online and again use the 4 P's as your process to explain why you think you deserve that award. Within the application period for discovery flights and for flights of instruction, basically that's January 4th through March 4th. And the applications for the EAA are January 4th, I think, no, 31st through April 4th. So again, on his Angelversary, we call it, because the 4th of April is when he had his accident. And then we also announce the winners on April 4th as well. So this year, as we go through the process of vetting through the applications we have, April 4th will be the day that we go on and announce who is our recipients. So that'll be a special day. What else do we want to really get into?
Your upcoming event on May 4th.
The upcoming event that we're going to have is our fundraiser. So again, this year we pushed it out to May 4th. So we're going to do it in May instead of doing it in April. And it's from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at Santa Paula Airport. They have the airport museum there. So we'll be right outside the museum. Last year we were there. We had a great time. We donated Steven's red flight suit, and we also donated his helmet. So they had given us a helmet that we could have there. So that's on display. They also have women in aviation that have things on display in the museum.
Wow, I've been contacted by them actually.
It's a great organization.
Yeah, the Northern California chapter is really exciting.
Yes.
So it's still going to follow up with that. And yeah, I actually like to donate maybe a little mini vacation out of Santa Barbara or Newport Beach or something like that. So we'll talk about after the show. Are you still looking for donations for the raffle?
Yes.
Okay, good.
And then while you're there, there is a chapter of the EAA that's right across from the museum.
Oh, wow, really?
We're in support with them for this year. So anybody that comes with kids that are between 8 and 24, discovery flights are available. We're also trying to see what we can do to have some of our own pilots, or maybe Santa Paula Airport. So CP Aviation helped us last year, where we can do some additional discovery flights. So last year we were able to put 14 kids up in the air.
Wow.
It was really, really amazing. It was a lot of fun. And so it's our only fundraiser. Well, I shouldn't say only. It's our big fundraiser. We also do a hike that you can see if you go to the website. So it's a virtual hike. So you can go anywhere and hike a distance and then send us pictures. We'll post it on the website. And because Stephen was all about hiking, he loved to go hiking.
I love this. So this is anywhere, and then you just post. Because one of my travel agents that lives, I believe, somewhere in Fresno, the Central Valley, he does a lot of hiking and different things like that. So that might be.
We had a guy. So again, a couple of his buddies. One was stationed in Japan. They went for a hike there, sent us pictures. Another buddy was in Alaska. They went for a hike and sent us pictures. So it's anywhere that you are and you want to go on one of the hikes. Just let us know, register for the hike, let us know, send us pictures. We'll post the pictures and it'll be awesome. Every year it turns out really, really well.
And so will you be at EAA this year?
We're planning on it, but right now finances are kind of weird. So we're waiting to see how that all works out.
Well, I challenge you to go because I'm going there for my 60th birthday.
Okay. All right.
So
yeah, we like to go and meet the kids.
On the show are going too. Yeah.
Yeah, we like to go and meet our kids.
That's
and then the air show is always great. So spending some time and seeing the air show is always fun.
Yeah, the big problem though this late in the game is having a place to stay. I know there's some areas out there where the local college has a dormitory you could stay at. And even me as a travel agent, it's hard to find places there because a lot of those are already booked 3-4 years out.
Oh, it's huge. It's huge how many places. And even they have a lot of pilots that fly in and camp there. So there's different runways that are set up and they'll park their planes, pop their tents and camp right next to their planes. It's an amazing air show.
Yeah, your nonprofit is very near and dear. And when I heard about you, 3-4 years ago, it just means a lot to me to support you and to get you on the show, a couple times a year. And because I have a big heart for aviation, as you know, and I grew up near Travis Air Force Base. And like I
Okay.
said many times, my favorite airplane, my first favorite airplane actually is the C-5, and of course also the F-14 Tomcat. Navy,
Oh,
the Navy, Air Force, Marine. I support all branches, but those are my two loves: are the Navy
we
and the Air Force.
tease a number of the guys in the Air Force that if they didn't retire the F-14, again, Stephen, like a lot of kids, was infatuated with it because of Tom Cruise and that whole scenario, right?
Mm-hmm.
So Top Gun was a favorite of his. And if they didn't retire it, we thought, okay, you're going Navy because that's
Right.
where you're going to get the. But then when he got blessed with the 16 and everything took place that way, it was amazing for him.
And I'm working on a networking book right now, but I do have a travel book coming up, and I have a special dedication to him in my travel book. As far as the things you want to do in your life, the things you want to mark off. I never had the opportunity to be a pilot or anything like that, but I did work Navy civil service. I worked on the submarine there in
Okay.
Vallejo, up there north. Yeah, so that's my little taste of the Navy that I got, but I still want to support as much as I can, and definitely want to see if I can get over there to Las Vegas, as we mentioned early off camera. That's one of my dreams, is to be able to meet some of those pilots there at Nellis.
I'll see what we can do. The other thing I wanted to mention, because we have another program that we have put in place, and it's been a little slow moving because I don't think enough word has gotten out. But we do have a Gold Star Fly with Your Angel program. So any Gold Star, again, between the ages of 8 and 24.
I don't qualify for that. I'm a little past that.
Child from any branch of the service.
That's amazing.
Just go to the website and apply. And their exception is they get year-round focus. So where the other people have a certain period of time that the application has to be filled out, these people just go in, fill out the application, let us know what flight school is close to your home, and we will coordinate the flight for you. So, and we do go across the country, so it's not like we're just California. We've had kids that Arkansas, we've had kids in Texas, we've had kids all over the country that have gotten awards. And even last year, there was a kid that he was in Germany. His parents were part of the service, and he was one of our kids at Oshkosh.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, and I'm working on getting on some local network news to talk about National Bucket List Day. And one of the things I like to talk about is people marking off their aviation bucket list, whether it's going to a museum, going to the largest air show in America, or probably the world. I mean, that air show is pretty big, isn't it? Around like 1,400 airplanes. And I am going to have Dick back on the show here probably in a month or so to promote that coming up in July. But
It's huge. And then they do have at that show, which is different than most shows. They do have a night show, and so to see these airplanes all lit up at night, and they do some wonderful things with decorations and lights, and it's an amazing show.
And the Women Aviator, I think, isn't that on Friday of the show?
It might be
Friday.
I think it is. I think it is.
So if you are listening and you really want to do something really amazing for your family and you're really into aviation, like for instance, I'm out here in Huntington Beach. I go to the Pacific Air Show every year, and I also head down to San Diego as well. And get your family together and create this experience, because EAA Air Show is one of the most amazing air shows on the planet. I mean, it's absolutely amazing. You'll be blown away with what you're going to see. And the museum there, and just everything that they have to offer for kids, family, adults. There's so many great things that you can do to experience, your aviation bucket list.
Very much so.
So anything else? You want to go over the fundraiser one more time, and then we'll close out.
We can. So again, our big fundraiser is going to be at Santa Paula Airport. We'll be at the Aviation Museum between the hours of 10 and 2 p.m. on May 4th. There's tram ride that'll take you around the airport, showing you different parts of the airport. There are a lot of hangars that open their doors, and you can see vintage aircraft. There are Stearmans there. There are a lot of other aircraft that, biplane type. They have pits, just all kinds of airplanes. Last year, we were able to get a T-38, no, not a T-38, T-34 that was there. So,
a trainer.
So a trainer was there. So we had a T-6 that was there last year.
Wow.
So hopefully we can get those back, and that'll be really kind of fun. And it maybe a couple of the people will bring their Stearmans out and put them on display so you can walk around and see it. So the only thing that because it's a basic open airport, the only thing they ask you is stay behind the ropes so you're not on the runway while people are taking off and landing. And then don't touch the airplanes because people get a little crazy about their airplanes. But it'll be a fun time.
Have you been in contact with the Yak 110? Have you ever met Jeff Bourbon with the Yak 110?
I have not.
Are you familiar with that plane?
Yes.
The two Yak 55 Soviet airplanes bolted together.
Yeah, bolted together. Yeah, it's a wonderful airplane. We got to see it fly at a couple of different air shows. So
yeah, that's my aviation dream. So I'm trying to see if I can get over to Arizona. And I said that's literally going to be my last wish, is to get into that plane.
Oh, well, that'd be really fun.
So I had a chance to get in the cockpit about 2 years ago over at Santa Ana, and it said, "What are the chances of me getting in the cockpit?" It goes, "Pretty good. What are you doing Friday at 1 o'clock?" I'm like, "Well, evidently I'm getting in the cockpit." So when I went to the Line Museum, and I got to move things around, and yeah, it was actually pretty cool. It was pretty epic. And then my next question was, "What are the chances I could ride in this plane?" He goes, "Well, we'll see how it goes." Yeah. So he's trying to, I guess, to see, who can be in the plane, who can't, because that second fuselage, I mean, he's in your hands. You can't really do anything.
Right.
But it's pretty amazing. But he does not want to go just, over the Santa Ana era. Yeah, he's going to go straight up. He said that if I get in that plane, we're going full send, full, afterburner. Yeah, because that has a Learjet in it.
Yes, that'll be fun. That'll be fun. I hope that happens for you.
Yeah, and then I have some other things into play too that I want to, get a plane ride and everything like that. It's been kind of crazy getting everything off my list and writing the books and everything. But I wanted to get you on here and promote you. And as soon as we get offline, I'll go ahead and get your information. And I'm going to put it in the show notes if anybody wants to donate. I do have your information, like your website and everything like that. But if anybody wants to donate, please reach out to me or reach out to a Cajun Aviation Dream here.
Definitely.
Yeah. So let's do a shout out to your website, and then we'll close out.
Okay. So visit CAJUN'AviationDream.org and see what we're all about, and hopefully put in an application to fly. And
any shout outs you would like to do?
Just a big thank you to my oldest daughter for managing the website, and a friend of ours who's helped do a lot within that program as well.
And I want to do a shout out to Hendrix. He's actually Rocky McKinnon's son. He took a flight a couple years ago, and he's the one who told me about your amazing organization. So a big shout out to him. So
big time. You.
All right. Anything you like to announce before we go back in the green room?
Just say thank you for all you do for us, and love your continued support. Thank you so much.
Thank you. And we'll see you guys later. Just on the other side, make sure that you check out this podcast, and you can actually try Podcasthon. If you are a podcaster and you know a local nonprofit, please feel free to reach out to them. I have a couple other nonprofits this week, so stay tuned. We have some more tomorrow, and definitely something you need to do is think of a nonprofit that you could support. We hope to see you just on the other side.